Srila Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. जय विष्णुपाद परम परिवार का श्रीमद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद के इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद के जय विष्णुपाद परम परिवार का श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर प्रभुपाद के अनंत कोटि वृंद के नमाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर के प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीभासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्यामा कुंद राधा कुंद गिरिराज गोवर्धन के वृंदावन मथुरा धाम के नवदीप मायापुर धाम के पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम के भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी के गंगा माई यमुना माई के प्रपात ट्रांसलेशनल बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन के प्रपात ट्रांसलेशनल प्रसादम डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन के ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम के निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे. All glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki. Hare Krishna. So welcome to this morning Srimad Bhagavatam class. So today we are discussing on Canto 4, Chapter 24, text number 53. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Etadrupam anudeyam. Etadrupam anudeyam. Atma Suddhim Abhipsatam. Atma Suddhim Abhipsatam. Yad Bhakti Yoga Avayadaha. Yad Bhakti Yoga Avayadaha. Swadharmam anutistatam. Swadharmam anutistatam. Etadrupam anudeyam. Atma suddhim abhipsatam. Yad bhakti yoga abhayadaha. Swadharmam anutistatam. Etadrupam anudeyam. Atma suddhim abhipsatam. Yad bhakti yoga avayadaha. Swadharmam anutistatam. ये प्रभु यताद्रूपम अनुदयम. स्वधर्म अनुतिष्ठतम. स्वधर्म अनुतिष्ठतम. एताद्रूपम अनुधेयम. यद भक्ति योगा अभादया. स्वधर्मम अनुतिष्ठतम. एताद्रूपम अनुधेयम. आत्मा शुद्धिम अभिप्सतम. यद भक्ति योगो अभयदा. स्वधर्मानुतिष्ठतम. माताजी एताद्रूपम अनुदेयम. आत्मा शुद्धि अभिस्वतम. यद भक्ति योगो अभयदा. Swadharma manutishtatam. Now let's go to word meaning. Etat, this. Rupam, form. Anudheyam, must be meditated upon. Atma, self. Shuddhim, purification. Abhipsatam, of those who are desiring so. Yat, that which. Bhakti-yoga, the devotional service. Abhyahada, factual fearlessness. Swadharmam, one's own occupational duties. Anusthitatam, executing. Now let's read translation and purport. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki. My dear Lord, those who desire to purify their existence must always engage in meditation upon your lotus feet. As described above, those who are serious about executing their occupational duties and who want freedom from fear must take to this process of Bhakti Yoga. Purport. It is said that the transcendental name, form, pastimes and entourage of the Lord cannot be appreciated by the blunt material senses. Therefore, one has to engage himself in devotional service so that the senses may be purified and one can see the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Here, however, it is indicated that those who are constantly engaged in meditation on the lotus feet of the Lord are certainly purified of the material contamination of the senses and are thus able to see the Supreme Lord face to face. The word meditation is very popular in this age amongst the common people, but they do not know the actual meaning of meditation. However, from Vedic literature, we learn that the yogis are always absorbed in meditation upon the lotus feet of the Lord. Dayana bastita tadgatena manasa pasyanti yam yogina. Bhagavatam 12:13:1. This is the real business of the yogis, to think of the lotus feet of the Lord. Lord Shiva therefore advises that one who is actually serious about purification must engage himself in this type of meditation or in the mystic yoga system, which will help him not only to see the Lord within constantly, but to see him face to face and become his associate in Vaikuntha Loka or Golok Vrindavan. The word Swadharmam, as in Swadharmam Anusthitam, indicates that the system of Varnashrama, which indicates the occupational duties of the Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Sudra, and which is the perfect institution for humanity, must be supported by Bhakti Yoga if one at all wants security in life. Generally, people think that simply by executing the occupational duties of a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya or Sudra, or the duty of Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha or Sannyasi, one becomes fearless or securely attains liberation. But factually, unless all these occupational duties are accompanied by Bhakti Yoga, one cannot become fearless. In Bhagavad Gita, there are descriptions of Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga and Dhyana Yoga, etc. But unless one comes to the point of Bhakti Yoga, these other yogas cannot help one attain the highest perfection of life. In other words, Bhakti Yoga is the only means for liberation. We find this conclusion also in Chaitanya Charitamrita, in a discussion between Lord Chaitanya and Ramananda Raya regarding a human being's liberation from this material world. In that discussion, Ramananda Raya referred to the execution of Varnashrama Dharma, and Lord Chaitanya indicated that the Varnashrama Dharma was simply external, ihovaya. Lord Chaitanya wanted to impress upon Ramananda Raya that simply by executing the duties of Varnashrama Dharma, one is not guaranteed liberation. Finally, Ramananda Raya referred to the process of Bhakti Yoga, Isthane Isthita Shrutigatam Tanuban Manovi, Bhagavatam 10:14-3. Regardless of the one's condition of life, if he practices Bhakti Yoga, which begins with hearing Shrutigatam, the transcendental messages of the Lord, through the mouths of devotees, he gradually conquers the unconquerable Lord. God is known to be unconquerable, but one who submissively hears the words of a self-realized soul conquers the unconquerable. The conclusion is that if one is serious about liberation, he not only should execute the occupational duties of a Varnashram Dharma, but should also engage in Bhakti Yoga by beginning hearing from a self-realized soul. This process will help the devotee conquer the unconquerable Supreme Personality of Godhead and become his associate after giving up the material body. Om Aggana Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनीति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। Again, welcome to this morning Srimad Bhagavatam class. So here today we are discussing on very beautiful text. So about the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. So what is the benefit of taking shelter of Lord Krishna actually? We always when we are in bhakti, we always talk about we have to surrender to the lotus feet of Krishna. We have to please Lord Krishna by serving the lotus feet of him. So what does actually mean the serving lotus feet of Krishna? So the actual meaning is service. We have to do the service. We have to serve Radha Gopinath. So that is the meaning of taking the shelter of Krishna, means service. We have to perform service. We have to do devotional service. So first we'll discuss on why Krishna have lotus feet. We always say the Krishna have he has got lotus feet. So why Krishna has got lotus feet? So I have come across three beautiful reasons why Krishna he have got lotus feet. So the first reason is the spiritual world. The spiritual world, it is in the shape of lotus, and Krishna he don't even step even 1 inch out from Golok Vrindavan, which is spiritual world. So he's always residing in Golok Vrindavan. So that's why he have got lotus feet. So that is the first reason. He never come out of Golok Vrindavan, which is in the lotus shaped. That's why his lotus feet are always in like beautiful lotus. That's why Krishna have got lotus feet. And the second reason is Krishna has got lotus mark in his feet. If you read Srimad Bhagavatam, there is a clear description of the lotus feet of Krishna. So he have got lotus mark on his beautiful lotus feet. That's why his feet are like a lotus. That's why he have got lotus feet. And the third reason is whenever Krishna comes in this material world, it is said in Shastra, Krishna comes in this material world once in a day of Brahma. Why he comes in this material world? To establish religion and to give pleasure to the devotees. That is the main reason why Krishna comes in this material world. So when he comes in this material world, so he comes along with his devotees and his abode, that is Golok Vrindavan. And Golok Vrindavan, as I already said, it is in lotus form. The spiritual world, it is in lotus form. And when he comes in this material world, he don't put his lotus feet on the material ground, because material world it is like contaminated. Even it is said when demigods, the citizens of from heaven, come in this material world, they also don't step on this ground of the material world. Actually, it is like contaminated, polluted, unpurified. That's why when Krishna comes, he comes with this abode, and he comes along with his devotees, and he don't step his feet on this material world. And he is coming with Golok Vrindavan, and Golok Vrindavan is in lotus shape, and he is always stepping on the ground of Goloka. That's why his feet are lotus feet. He has always got lotus. His feet are like lotus like a beautiful lotus. So these are the three reasons I have come across. Maybe there are some other reasons also, but I have found this three reasons. So these are the beautiful reasons. So when we like in the translation Prabhupada is writing, when we surrender or when we meditate on the lotus feet of Krishna, it will purify our existence. We are in this material world since many long time immemorial. We cannot even imagine, we cannot even count, we cannot even calculate in the calculator. So since how many years we are in this material world, we cannot count. And we are so much polluted due to the contamination with the material modes of nature. And we were taking different forms when we are in the material world. It is said in Shastra there are 8.4 million species of bodies, and the human form is 400,000. And among 400,000 also, Prabhupada was saying in one lecture, I was hearing his lecture last week, and he was saying among 400,000 human forms, 300 human forms are uncivilized. Only 100,000 forms of human, they are bit better, they are bit civilized. And to come to the civilized human form also, it is very rare. We have to go through all the 8.4 million species of life. Then finally we can get that civilized human body. And in that civilized human body also, one rarely becomes a devotee. One rarely worships the lotus feet of Krishna. Only by the causeless mercy of Guru and Krishna it is possible. Brahmanda Brahmite Kana Bhagyamani Jiva, Guru Krishna Prasada Paye Bhakti Lata Bija. The living entities, they are wandering in this material world since millions and billions of lives. But when one gets the causeless mercy of Guru and Krishna, then only human form of life is perfect. Normally people are doing the same thing that animals are doing. Eating, mating, sleeping and defending. They are engaging in the same thing like animals, but in little different way. And they call it as an advancement, like we have become a civilized being. But they are doing the same thing, but in a different way. Let's say, dog, they fight with the nails, right? They fight with the nails, their hand. But, like modern people, they have invented, bombs, like guns, and they fight with that bombs and guns. And they think, we are civilized. But this is not the actual civilization. Real human civilization means when all the people, they accept the bhakti. They accept the bhakti of the Lord. That is the ultimate civilization. So we can purify our existence by surrendering to the lotus feet of Krishna, by meditating on the lotus feet of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna, he has got tulsi on his feet. We can see in the feet of Radha Gopinath. So he has always got tulsi on his feet. And if I am not wrong, it is written in Prithu Maharaj's pastime. So Lakshmi Devi, she is also engaging in massaging the lotus feet of Krishna. And when she sometimes when she sees the Tulsi Maharani in the feet of Krishna, sometimes she becomes envious. Not in material platform, but that is spiritual platform beyond our imagination and conception. Sometimes she becomes envious of Tulsi Maharani, because Tulsi Maharani, she is always fixed up in the feet of Krishna. But Lakshmi Devi, sometimes she have to go from one place to another to give benediction to her devotees. Tulsi, like Lakshmi Devi admins like that. If I am not wrong, that is in Prithu Maharaj section. So we have to learn from Tulsi Maharani. We water Tulsi Maharani every day. We sing, Tulsi Puja. But the main lesson we have to learn from Tulsi Maharani is we have to always become fixed up in the lotus feet of Krishna. That means surrender unto the instruction, surrender unto the lotus feet of Krishna. That we can learn from Tulsi Maharani. And we are, all the living entities, they are living in very fearful situation, right? Because they don't have ultimate shelter. They comes, they make different things as their shelter. They make friends. They make money. They buy car. They have house. They keep pet in their house like dog. Tiger. Like in Dubai, they keep tiger, like leopard in their home. That is their pet. Like here Australia, they keep dog as their pet, right? But in Dubai, they keep leopard, as their pet. So, they take many things as their shelter. But the ultimate shelter is the bhakti. That is service of Krishna. That is the ultimate shelter. Until and unless we take shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, we will be always fearful in this world. Padam ad vipadam. In every step of this material world, there is danger. And people are living a very, very fearful life. And they have also, make various arrangements to live a peaceful, happy life. But nothing is working out. UN, there is a, what is the organization that maintains peace? That is UN? Sorry? United, no, that is organization, right? Yeah, UN, and they are, trying many different various, arrangements to, keep the whole world in peaceful condition. But it's not working out. And Prabhupada was saying, ISKCON is the real united nation. Because, people from different countries all around the world, they are gathering in one place. but they are not fighting. They are keeping Krishna in the center, and they are living a very peaceful, happy life. No fighting, no fighting, no quarrel. They are living a peaceful life. And Prabhupada is saying, that's why Prabhupada was saying, ISKCON is the real United Nation, because it is maintaining peace all around the world. And people are living life that is out of fear. And people, they accumulate wealth, money, or different, things. And when they lose, and they are always in a fearful condition. What if I lose this thing? Let's say a person, a person has got, $1 million, and he is always in fearful condition. What if I lose that money? And one is attached to his family members, friends, and he is always in fearful condition. What if I lose my friends? What if I lose my relatives? And when we go out for book distribution also, sometimes when you show books to people, they run away. Like I think Chandan Prabhu and me, we were doing books in Central Station, and we showed book to one people and he ran away. I don't know what's the reason. we were trying to give ultimate shelter to that person, but he ran away. Literally he ran away like he was running for marathon. Like first I think Chandan Prabhu, he showed book to that person, he ran away, and I don't know why he was running. I also showed him books, he ran away again. People are, sometimes, when you ask for a donation for the book, people say, I don't have cash. And we say, okay, you can donate by card also, we have got FOS machine. And they say, oh, I don't believe in FOS. They are, fearful. What if this guy take away all my money from my account, very fearful, right? They are attached to the money. People are living in this way. People are living in very fearful condition. And until and unless they take shelter of Krishna, until and unless they take shelter of Supreme Personality of Godhead, they can't come out from the fearful situation. And there is, the very nice version. Bhajahu re mana Sri Nanda Nandana Abhaya Charanara Bindare Durlabha Manava Janama Satsange Tara Hoye Bhava Sindure. So, we can get out from the fearful situation of life by taking shelter of Krishna only. Bhajaure mana Sri Nanda Nandana. Sri Nanda. Until and unless we surrender, we do bhajan of Sri Nanda Nandan Krishna, we cannot get out from the fearful situation. And another, in the third stanza of same bhajan, so there is Edhana yobana putra parijana ithike asaparati tire Kamala dala jala jivana talamala bhajahu haripadani tire. The translation is, what assurance of real happiness is there in all of one's wealth, youthfulness, sons and family members. This like is tottering like a drop of water on the lotus petal. Therefore you should always serve and worship the divine feet of Lord Hari. Lord Hari, we are in the conditioned state. We always look for happiness in other person. We look at happiness in friends, parents or son, daughters, or partners, husband, wife, like that. We always looking for happiness in other person. But they can't give real happiness. They can't give real happiness. I have seen many couples. They live. They live. From outside it looks like they are living a very peaceful life. Very peaceful life. But in some moment of time, they get divorced or they get break up. At one point, they were thinking, oh, he or she is my life. He is my ultimate shelter. He is giving me, full happiness. But if it was true, then why they get separated, at one point of time. So, nothing material can give happiness to our soul. When we surrender when we engage in the service of Krishna, then only our heart will be purified and our heart will get the ultimate satisfaction. Because happiness, it is directly connected with the bhajan of Krishna, with the bhakti of Krishna actually. Until and unless we engage in the service, it won't fulfill our heart desires. And in the last stanza, It is said, Shravana Kirtana Smarana Bandhana Pada Sevana Dasyare Pujana Sakhi Jana Atmani Vedana Govinda Dasa Vilasare. So the translation is, it is the desire and great longing of Govinda Das to engage himself in the 9 processes of bhakti. So what are the 9 processes of bhakti? So can you start from there? Number 1, Shravan. Say in English, Prabhu, Shravan. English, hearing. Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Worshipping Lord. And Shakyam, becoming a friend, and Atmanivedam, fully surrender unto the lotus feet of God. And and do you have in mind, some personalities who accepted any one of the like 9 processes of bhakti and achieved the ultimate goal of life? Like first is Shravan, who got the ultimate goal of life by doing Shravanam from Srimad Bhagavatam. And Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Prahlad Maharaj, Vishnu Pada Sevanam, Arsanam, Pirti Maharaj, Bandhanam, Akrura, Dasyam, Sakyam, and Atmanivedanam, Bali Maharaj. So one of the 9 processes of bhakti is, Pada Sevanam. By serving the lotus feet of Krishna, one can get the ultimate goal of the life. And Lakshmi Devi, she is engaging in massaging the lotus feet of Krishna. And Tulsi Maharani, she is always there in the lotus feet of Krishna. So, and in the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is said that, Krishna's lotus feet, they are like a boat to cross the material ocean. And scriptures, they are like, floating wind, like favorable wind, not floating wind, sorry, favorable wind. And Guru is the captain of that boat. And it is said in the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, by taking the shelter of that boat, many devotees, many persons, they have crossed over this material ocean. So which is this material? They have crossed this material ocean. And some Acharya says, okay, they have, many devotees in the past, they have crossed over this material ocean by taking the shelter of that boat. So it means the boat, should be on the shore of Golok Vrindavan. But we are in this material world. Then how can we cross this material ocean? Some acharyas, they say like that. Let's say, you are, you want to go to, Manly, and you are in Circular K, and there is a ferry, right? And you take the shelter of that ferry and you go to Manly. But the Manly is on the shore of, the ferry is on the shore of Manly. But how can the person who are in the Circular K, they can go to Manly? Because the ferry is on the shore of Manly, and there is only one ferry. So how is it possible? Similarly, like Acharya says, many, devotees, they have taken the shelter of the boat, and they have crossed the material ocean, and they have gone to Golok Vrindavan. It means the boat is on the shore of Golok Vrindavan. But we are in this material world. Then how can we cross? Anybody can take a guess how we can cross this material ocean? Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, it's a correct answer actually. It is said in the Shastra, when we surrender to the lotus feet of Krishna, then this material ocean, it's very big in the beginning, but when we take shelter, it reduces to the size of hoofprint of a calf actually. And even we don't need to jump. Very, with a happy, little step, we can cross over this material ocean, and we don't need to take shelter of the physical body. It is always there in the shore of material ocean. So some Acharya says like that. Acharya says like so. By taking shelter of lotus feet of Krishna, only we can cross over this material, oceans, this material ocean. Otherwise, there is no any possibility. There is no any other possibility. And there comes like the devotees, they are very eager to serve the lotus feet of Krishna. Krishna is also very eager to serve the feet of devotees actually. Like if we see in the Rajasuya sacrifice, Rajasuya sacrifice. So Lord Krishna, he has accepted the humble position of washing the feet of sadhus actually in that sacrifice arena. So he was doing the service. And there comes one story. One time, this story comes in Mahabharata. One time Arjuna, he was sleeping. And Lord Krishna, he was massaging the feet of Arjuna. And Yudhishthira Maharaj, he saw that, and he came to Krishna and he said, "Oh, you are God. Why you are why you are massaging the feet of Arjuna, who is your devotee?" And Krishna replies, "Look, he is sleeping, but he is constantly, chanting my name." Like Arjuna was sleeping, and at the same time he was chanting Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. So Arjuna was chanting Krishna. So he is, chanting my name when he was sleeping also. So he is in very exalted position. So how can I do nothing? How can I do nothing? That's why, I am massaging his feet. I am making, favorable environment to chant my name more and more. Lord Krishna is also very eager to serve his devotees. And same incident come in Mahabharata. Like, one time Krishna was cutting fruits and vegetables, and suddenly, with that knife, he got some like cut in his hand, and the blood was coming, and Draupadi saw that, Krishna was he have a cut in his hand, and that time, Draupadi, she was wearing a very new sari, brand new sari, and without thinking for anything, she tore one part of her sari. She tore some piece from her sari and she put on that cut. Let's say we have a nice kurta, and we have to go do some service in kitchen. So we are worried what when cooking some yellow things come in my new kurta and it will become yellow, and we put apron, right? But Draupadi, she did not think for anything. She was wearing a new sari. Without thinking for anything, she tore little piece, and she put on the she put on the cut hand of Krishna, and that time Krishna became very pleased, and Krishna said, I will repay your debt in future someday. And Krishna said like that. And when Dusasana was pulling the sari of Draupadi, that time Krishna offered hundreds of meter of sari. Draupadi offered little piece of sari, but that time Krishna offered hundreds of meters sari to protect Draupadi from becoming naked, because Dusasana was pulling the sari of Draupadi. So that is the mood of Krishna actually. He always wants to serve Krishna. He is always looking for opportunity to give us blessings. Even he see little good behavior, good mood, if we do little service for him, so he is ready to give us big benedictions. That's why we should always strive to serve him in a better way from our heart. Then Krishna will give us many benedictions, and we can go back to Godhead in this lifetime. Otherwise, crossing over this material ocean is very difficult actually. And Krishna's lotus feet are mukti pad. Mukti pada means under whose feet all the kinds of liberation are situated. So his lotus feet are called mukti pad. And gopis, they were always meditating on the feet of Krishna. When Krishna used to go in the forest to graze the cows, and the gopis, they always used to think, oh, Krishna, he is not wearing any kind of shoes, slippers, so he is walking in the forest with, barefoot. So what happens if the throne or pebbles, hot is beautiful, lotus fish. So they was constantly meditating on the feet of Krishna whole day. And when Krishna used to come in the evening, and they used to become very happy. And that time, they used to chastise Brahma. They used to chastise Brahma for making an eye that is blinking. We don't even notice the blinking of our eyes, right? But gopis was so absorbed in seeing the beauty of Krishna, that blinking of eyes becomes obstacle. So we can learn from the gopis how to take the darshan of Krishna, Krishna. And in the second sentence in the translation, Prabhupada is writing, those who are serious about executing their occupational duties and wants freedom from fear must take to this process of bhakti-yoga. So without doing bhakti-yoga, we can't go back to Godhead. There are, different kinds of yoga system. Jnana yoga, dhyana yoga, karma yoga, bhakti yoga, and bhakti yoga is the topmost yoga actually, topmost yoga. And it is a simple also, other yogas, they are difficult to perform in this Kali Yuga. But bhakti yoga is the only one and only way to get liberation from this material bondage, to be free from all the miseries and pains, to be free from the fear, material fear. Bhakti yoga is the one and only way. And what does bhakti yoga mean in one word? If you have to say the definition of bhakti yoga, so what does it mean? So there is no right and wrong answer. Anyone can say bhakti yoga in one word? Yes, probably. Only one word, okay. Yeah, service. Yes, probably. Okay. Okay, Prabhu. Praising Krishna. And chanting also, right? Chanting. So that is the bhakti yoga, specifically means chanting. There is no right and wrong answer. Many things we can define as bhakti yoga. Chanting. Chanting is the only and only way for this Kali Yuga. So what is that chanting? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So Hare Nama Kevalam. Kalau naste eva naste gatiranidha. There is no other way than chanting the holy name of Krishna 3 times. Whatever is said in 3 times, that is guaranteed. Chanting the holy name of Krishna is the only way to be free from this world. Kaler dosa niji rajan asti ekon mahan guna kirtana deva Krishna se mukta Sankalpa Ram Pr. This Kali Yuga, it is full of false hypocrisy, quarrel, many things, many bad things are, many bad qualities are there in Kali Yuga. But there is one good quality also, that is simply by chanting the holy name of Krishna, we can go back to Godhead. So this is the benediction of Kali Yuga actually. Simple process, right? Simply chanting by holy name, we can go back to Godhead. And my Guru Maharaj, he was saying in one lecture, so we can get the perfection of our life simply by 2 things. One is chanting the holy name, and other is charity of the holy name. So chanting of holy name, we do for ourselves. What charity of holy name means? What does charity mean? Charity means giving something to other person, right? So charity of holy name means giving holy name to others. If we do these 2 things, then our, perfection of life is guaranteed in this lifetime only. We have, Srila Prabhupada, he was living in Vrindavan. Many devotees, we have a desire to live our birth in Vrindavan, right? Vrindavan, we want to go there, we want to settle there, and we have and we want to do nice bhajan bhakti there in Vrindavan. But Prabhupada, he was already there in Radha Damodar temple. He was already living in Vrindavan. But when he was there in Radha Damodar temple, he was feeling the suffering of the people from other parts of the world. Other parts of the world. And he decided, and it was the desire of his Guru Maharaj also, he decided to go to the foreign country to spread Krishna consciousness. And at the age of 70, with no research, with no manpower, with nobody to take care of him, he went to America for preaching purpose. And on the way, he had like 3 heart attacks. But still he did not, give up the hope. And Prabhupada says, when he land in the America from the cargo ship, he turned left, he turned right, but there was no one to, receive him. There was no disciples. He had no any disciples at that time. He had no money. But still, it was the desire of his Guru Maharaj to spread Krishna consciousness, to give Krishna consciousness to others. That's why at that old age also he went to America and he started Krishna consciousness movement. And he started from hippies. He made hippies, he turned hippies into happy person. And by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, we have got this fortune of Krishna consciousness. We don't have any qualification. Sometimes, we think like that, oh, maybe I was a great devotee in my past life. That's why I am giving continuation in my bhakti. It must be also correct, but we should not think like that. We should always think that it is by the mercy of Prabhupada, we have got this fortune of bhakti. One time, one devotee asked to Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada, what qualification do you have that? Do we have that? We are practicing Krishna consciousness. And Prabhupada said, you don't have any qualification. I gave you the qualification. At one point of your life, you were living, this is the words of Prabhupada. At one point of your life, when you were not in Krishna consciousness, you were living a life like a Om in the stool. But I picked you up from that, stool, that pitiable condition. I bathed you and I made you a pujari in the altar. That what Srila Prabhupada said. We don't have any qualification, but Prabhupada, he gave us qualification. And we don't, like chanting holy name itself is a very big thing. We need many pious credit, bhakti credit, then only we can chant the holy name of Krishna. But Srila Prabhupada, he has given, that fortune very easily. So we are living in a very pitiable, very bad condition of our life. But now we have got this fortune. And we are engaging in the service of Krishna. Gopis, they are engaging in the same service what we are doing in our day-to-day life. Like chanting, gopis, manjaris, they are always chanting the name of Krishna in Golok Vrindavan. They are cooking for Krishna, so we are also cooking for Krishna. They are offering bhoga to Krishna, we are also doing the same thing. And they are always, singing the glorification of Lord, we are also doing the same thing. And the gopis, manjaris, they are always dressing Krishna. So we are also, dressing Krishna every day here. We are doing the same thing. Look how good fortune we have get in our life. We are doing the same service that gopis and manjaris are doing. But we have a tendency to take this thing so cheaply. Okay, I am chanting every day. What's the big deal? Same mantra, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Same thing we are doing. Okay, let me finish my 16 rounds. I don't have mood today. I don't have good mood today. Maybe I will chant tomorrow. Like that why we do meet. That why I do. Like this morning also I was sleeping many times. While chanting. So we have got that rare gift from Golok Vrindavan, and we are not taking it so seriously. Like Krishna. Krishna is coming in the form of his names, and like I was sleeping, and let's say you are going as a guest in someone's house, and you knock the door and you found him sleeping. So what do you feel? Do you feel like entering inside? No, right? So we are doing the same thing. Krishna is coming from Golok Vrindavan in the form of his name, but we are not taking the advantage. And we sing every day in Guru Puja, Sri Guru Charana Padma Kebala Bhakati Sadma Bandhu Mohi Sabudana Mate. So the lotus feet of our spiritual master are the only way to cross over this material neuroscience. And that is the only, by serving the lotus feet of Guru, only we can get the chance to serve the lotus feet of Krishna. So we have to fully surrender to the feet of Krishna. And it is said in Shastra also, Guru Bhakti is more powerful than Krishna Bhakti directly. And Prabhupada also focused so much on Guru Bhakti. So in other sampradayas, we can take the example of Gaudiya Vaishnava also, like Gaudiya Vaishnava Math also, they only do Guru Puja once in a year, in the appearance day of their Guru Maharaj, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. But Prabhupada, our Srila Prabhupada, he has introduced Guru Puja every day in the morning. We are every day singing the glories of our Guru and spiritual master. So in Mangalarti also, we are singing Guru Ashtakam. We are, praying to our Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj, please engage me in your service. Please give me a benediction so that I can serve your lotus feet. And Shri Guru Charane Rati Aise Uttama Gati Je Prasade Pure Sarva Asa. Like Shri Guru Charane Rati Aise Uttama Gati. By serving the lotus feet of our spiritual master, by serving the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada, we will get the Uttam Gati. Uttam Gati. And the last stanza, Aha Prabhu Karo Daya Deho More Pada Chaya. So we are praying, while singing we are praying, give me the shelter. Give me the shelter in your lotus feet, Srila Prabhupada. We are praying Srila Prabhupada during Guru Puja. Give me the shelter in your lotus feet. So we have to take this Krishna consciousness very seriously, not taking it as a very cheap thing. We have to take it very sincerely as a very rare gift from Golok Vrindavan, given by Krishna to us. And that gift, it is coming through Srila Prabhupada, and we have to serve in the mission of Srila Prabhupada. Like Srila Prabhupada, he was in Radha Damodar temple, and he was feeling the suffering of the people from the other part of the world. So we also must feel the suffering of the other people here in Sydney. Or wherever you go, everywhere people are suffering. And Prabhupada, he has gave a very beautiful definition of Krishna consciousness. So Krishna consciousness means, according to Prabhupada, feeling the suffering of humanity. People are suffering, and we have to feel that suffering. Feel that suffering. We can remember our own life before coming to Krishna consciousness. We were living in a very suffering condition, not knowing the goal of our human life. But Srila Prabhupada, he has given us the goal of life through Krishna consciousness. So we are in a big debt towards Srila Prabhupada. And one devotee asked Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada, you have given us everything, so how can you repay you back? And Prabhupada said, you can't repay me back, but you can try to pay my debt by distributing my books, by doing Harinam Sankirtan, by serving in my mission. That's what Prabhupada said. Oh, we can't repay. Not possible. But you can try. You can try by serving in my mission. That's the only way to repay our debt towards Srila Prabhupada. And now December month also coming, right? And December month is very pleasing to Srila Prabhupada actually, because this is the book distribution marathon month. And Prabhupada wanted his books to be distributed, to everywhere, to all kind of people. So we should also try to distribute his books. At least, so December month is all the month of, for ISKCON devotees, all the months should be taken as, December month, like book distribution month. But at least if you are not able to do it, some other reasons, like some may have, family responsibilities due to job reasons or any other things. But at least in this December month, we have to try to distribute Srila Prabhupada books. And book distribution is not about numbers actually. It's not about numbers. You try, you try your best. Krishna will give you the result. Like I was hearing from Navin Nirada Prabhu, and he was saying, one bad day in Sankirtan is far more better than one good day in material. Like one very bad day in Sankirtan is far better than one very good day in material life. Material life. That was he was saying. Sometimes book goes slow when you go out in the streets. Sometimes people say bad words. Sometimes they chastise. Some people they run away. They don't give give donation. Proper donation. But still we have to try. If you distribute just one books in a day, it means you saved one jiva. Don't feel bad, even if you just distribute one small books in a whole day, it means you saved one jiva. So giving Srila Prabhupada books means giving Krishna. Give me Krishna. And Prabhupada has also said, even if one touches my book, his material life will end and he will get next body as human. So human body is guaranteed, even if he touch Srila Prabhupada books. We are doing, very, it's a very confidential service of the Lord actually. And it's somewhere in the Srimad Bhagavatam in first canto also, it is written, like God, He wants all the jivas in the material world to come back to Godhead. And pure devotees are doing that service. That's why this is a very most confidential service we can do for the Lord. And by serving the devotees, Krishna is automatically pleased. So Krishna is pleased when we serve our devotees, then serve him directly. And Prabhupada writes in his first canto, I don't know the which verse number is that, but Prabhupada writes, pure devotees come in this material world to spread Krishna consciousness, to take all the suffering jivas back to Godhead. And if we help those pure devotees to spread Krishna consciousness, Krishna will be very pleased and He will give us benediction. And we can go back to Godhead in this life. Prabhupada writes like that. And the success of spiritual life is there in pleasing spiritual master and get his sincere blessings. So that is the success of our spiritual life. Serving a spiritual master and get his sincere blessings. That is the success of our spiritual master. And we can get a lot of blessings from Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Maharaj by serving in the Sankirtan moment. By coming forward to take this mission of Srila Prabhupada to the people, to the public. That what Srila Prabhupada wanted. Okay, it's already 9, so I want to stop here. I'll just take one question because it's already over time. Anybody have any question or comments? Please. Yes, Hare Krishna. So I mind, the nature of mind is it always look for comfort. So it is the nature of mind. But we have to, push ourselves to go out and to distribute books. And the pleasure, the bliss we get by distribution books is very high. Like in one lecture, Tamal Krishna Maharaj, he was saying, the taste of book distribution is even higher than prasad. When you see, nice prasad, we feel so happy, like so much nectar, right? But the nectar of book distribution is even higher than the, nectar of prasad. So once we get the, taste in a book distribution, even though we don't like, still we go out. And like we are performing devotional service, and there are a lot of services. And sometimes, we are confused, which service should I do? Here is also service, here is also service, here is also, so what should I do? So we should always keep the service of book distribution as our main service. So of course, if there is a need in some other services, of course we have to do. Like Kadamba Kanana Sam Maharaj, he was saying, that devotees perform service, devotees do service in three different ways. So one is according to their nature. So some devotees, they are very introvert, some are very extrovert nature, and they do service according to their nature. And second is like Prabhupada mission, that's Prabhupada spreading Krishna consciousness. So that is the second, like book distribution. That is the Sankirtan movement. That is the second service. And third is needful service. So needful service. Let's say there is no one to cook in the kitchen. Of course, that is the needful service. That time you have to go and cook in the kitchen. Let's say there are more than 15 devotees already in the kitchen cooking and cutting vegetables, and you also want to go there, but there is no one to go out for books. So that time we have to go out for book distribution, because there are already enough devotees in the kitchen, right? So in that way we have to prioritize actually. So we have to keep Harinam Sankirtan, mission of Srila Prabhupada, distributing books as the main service. But if there is a need of ourselves in other service, we have to go there. So that's what Kadamba Maharaj was saying that time. Did I answer your question, Prabhu? Okay, Hare Krishna. So okay, we'll stop here. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Sri Sri Radha Gopinath Bhagwan ki, Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maharani ki, Gaur Nitai ki, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande.